Hey everybody, Toby here. Just saying, hope everyone's having a good day and an even better Lent season. Hopefully, everything that we've kind of given up and sacrificed in this season, that we're really getting into God's word, and we're using that to kind of replenish. Whenever we're in that time of need, just get into God's word and just kind of sticking with that Lent season. And getting into that, I've been given Mathew 6:19 through 21 to kind of meditate over a little bit. And the title is Treasures in Heaven. I think this passage really does kind of correlate really well with the Lent season, and just kind of going based off of the treasures and where our hearts are and all that. Before getting into this, I want to take this moment to kind of, really ask ourselves, what do we view as treasures on this earth, and is our hearts solely into those treasures, or are we doing anything to kind of glorify God? So getting into the passage, Matthew 6:19 through 21, treasures in heaven. Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where moth and rust do not destroy, and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. I think that last verse is pretty powerful in itself. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. And just kind of going based off of the question, where do we see ourselves on a daily basis? Do we wake up and just think, okay, hey, Toby, what can I do to kind of give myself, self praise? What can I do to showcase that I'm the best at this, or I'm the best at that? But instead, is our hearts in a selfish standpoint, or it's self praising, or everything good that we have, are we throwing that back and just giving God the glory? Because not saying going after those fancy cars, or the best shoes to wear, or going after the hot job title, or even just pursuing the best grades possible. None of that's a bad thing, but it's also when we replace that, and we use that to replace God, and when we start idolizing cars, when we start idolizing shoes and money, to where that's when it starts getting into the bad area, where, because you can't serve God and you can't serve money at the same time, because you're gonna have to pick. It ends up picking one or the other, and your heart will tell you where you are in that stance. So it's the whole passage itself is pretty powerful. It gives a really good perspective of what we view as how the world defines us, compared to what really should be defining us, and what we're on this earth to. What are we really on this earth for? And going wanting to get the best car or the fanciest shoes, just understanding it can get broken into and it can get stolen, but having that mindset of, man, what can I do today to kind of glorify God? Let me and just like with the best grades, just understanding, like, it wasn't just because of you who got that A, but giving praise to God, and just being thankful that God helped us retain that information that we studied so much for, and when it came to test time, that God gave us the knowledge to understand those questions and answer it properly as well. And then so that's kind of just what I had for us was Matthew 6:19 to 21 really does put us in gives us a good perspective of our worldly desires, compared to what, at the end of the day, we can't take any of that to heaven. So understanding what's the most important, and how we're living our daily lives, and just being the best possible servants of God we can be, just glorifying His kingdom, and just helping to kind of expand that. And with that, just wanted to end there, and hope everyone's having a great day, rest of the day, however you're watching this. So thank you, and bye.